Alright, here we are again, continuing to work on Cybrack. We've just cut the vent holes on the back of the helmet. It's upside down. All of these are going to be lit with blue LEDs. That was a bit heart-stopping there to do these, because if I messed up on this, there was no real way to fix this. But these are all going to be covered up with acrylic with some foam behind them to dissipate the LED lights, and so those are all cut out. I've already done the wings for the butt end as well, so those are getting there. The arms will be done later. I'm currently putting the clear coat on the various parts. Currently these are dry and ready for another coat. These turned out awesome. We removed the masking tape and everything, and we did have a bit of an issue, primarily because what we did was we painted the entire thing yellow and the entire thing gray on top of the masking, and then we painted the silver on. Well, unfortunately, the silver that we used, the Rust-Oleum silver that has the metal flakes in it, doesn't adhere well to the other spray paints. So as we were peeling up the masking, some of the silver actually came off. So we stopped, we touched it up, and redid it. And when we removed the masking tape, we actually held the paint down with an X-Acto knife in order to make sure that the paint stuck to the piece. Now what we're doing is we're throwing on a clear sealant to make sure that none of that peels up after the fact. We're going to be doing 3 coats of sealant just to make sure, because I don't want anything to flake off. But the legs have come out amazingly well. If you guys have not seen the 3D model, these are pretty much darn spot on. Only thing that we need left to do on these is the weathering, which is going to be some dark washes and some dry brushing to bring out the details. Here's the head. The head looks pretty darn cool. The face, and again, the silver here, especially right around these edges, was coming up when we removed the masking. We held that down with the X-Acto knife and we're fine. This here, the rune on top, the little medallion thing, we did it with the silver, and then we masked off the silver and did it with the chrome, different paint. And when we removed the masking, you can actually see that it tore the silver paint here and here. Well, that left just the dark gray. So we came out after removing all the masking, having some of the silver tears in place, and we dusted it with the silver paint. And then today I spent an hour unmasking just that with the X-Acto knife. And I've clear coated it now. I'm going to do an extra one on it because that is really, really touchy. But we really like the effect that it came out with. It looks very textured and looks just like it does in the video game. I'm really impressed with how that turned out. Again, this is the face. The eyes need to be cut out of this, which is going to be done probably later today. After Jenny gets home, she's out buying the foam and some groceries and stuff. But we're going to take the eyes here, remove the eyes, and we're going to put a clear acrylic in there so that we can then back it with a foam and then put the LED strip in. We're going to be using an LED strip that I got off of Amazon and a wide variety of connectors to make that all work. It's got a remote control that will allow us to change the colors on the fly from within the costume. It's going to be pretty neat. But that's where we're at right now. The holes are cut. Clear coating is going on. We do need to trim the foam on the head there. But we are getting really, really close to being done with this thing. And yes, my garage is a mess. But as you guys can see, phenomenal results. We're almost done. We're almost ready for BlizzCon. We got a week to go before everything has to be in the van, packed up, tied down, ready to rock. So we'll see you guys at BlizzCon. Have fun!